Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today on Lizzie is Bored Vlogs, I have a mystery to investigate. No, it's not Gigi related. We're never talking about her again. So, if you've been following my channel since, I think it was 2019 or 2020, I honestly don't remember when I bought her, but sometime a few years ago, I bought a dead fast Ghoulia. I was able to get her for around $200 out of box with her original box, just missing the original box insert. So, she had her outer packaging as well as her inner packaging, which is pretty nice. I unfortunately put it away in storage, so I can't show it to you. But the doll is out of box and has been on display on my shelves ever since. But, did you know that wasn't the only thing that came in the listing, in the bundle that I... There was another doll in the listing that came with her. When I purchased my Dead Fast Ghoulia, I was initially drawn to the listing solely for the fact that the doll was out of box, but included in that lot was this Ghoulia over here. She is a first wave Ghoulia modeling the comic book club fashion pack in its entirety, with added accessories even, because she's wearing her original first wave earrings, and also, what was I trying to show you? Oh yeah, her very important monster thing around her neck. That is actually not hers at all. It came with Operetta, the Frights Camera Action one. So, this was technically my second first wave Ghoulia, the second one I've ever owned, and most likely ever will own. I don't think I'm ever going to get my hands on another one. So, this doll has always been strange to me. I don't know what it is, her hair color is just darker than my other Ghoulia right here. The best way to grab her is by dragging her over here like that. Yeah, eat your heart out, Laguna. So yeah. Right off the bat, you can see that these dolls have significantly different hair colors and even faces. Something about their faces is very different from one another. And even their lips are different. This one has much larger lips compared to this one's smaller lips. It's possible that this is some sort of factory variant, I don't know. But one thing I wanted to investigate is, does this Ghoulia have SARAN hair rather than the standard Kanekalon that every other Ghoulia release had? I've heard rumors before that there is a such thing as a SARAN Ghoulia. It's sort of a first batch thing. And this Ghoulia, I have been able to confirm, is actually an original Ghoulia, like from the original release of her. There was a early 2011, late 2010-ish reissue of Ghoulia where she had a different box. I'll have to show you. So this is the original release of Ghoulia. She has the special, more fun-looking box that the other characters had gotten. You know, the other first wave characters, Ghoulia and Holt, were the last two characters to use this style of box. However, apparently in the School's Out release, they reissued Ghoulia. And I happen to have gotten a reissue Ghoulia, and that is my main Ghoulia. Now, both of them are it's basically impossible to tell these two dolls apart. They look basically exactly the same, and the only difference, I believe, is that most likely when you get this release of Ghoulia, she does not have elastic legs. I'm pretty sure that mine does not have elastic legs. I mean, like if I try to pose her... Do you have elastic legs? She actually does have elastic legs. I guess it's just the face then that lets you know that she's the reissue, because, you know, the lip shape is completely different. Yeah. Sorry for, violating you to prove that you didn't have elastic legs, only to learn that you did. You're cooler than I thought. Okay, so they both have elastic legs. Cool. But the main difference between them, I would say, is the hair color as well as the lip shape. This Ghoulia has different feeling hair. It doesn't feel the way that Kanekalon typically does, and I don't know why that is. I've heard rumors of a SARAN Ghoulia. She would have to be a first batch doll, and I don't know what that means, but this Ghoulia here, as well as this one, they both feature black elastics in their legs. I don't know if Ghoulia possibly has a gold elastic variant. I've heard rumors of it, but I've never seen proof of it existing. So, I would need some concrete evidence, like a photo of Ghoulia with elastic legs, or maybe a video, just for proof that it's not edited. I don't know. I don't know if it exists. But this Ghoulia's hair just feels so bizarre. I posted it on my Instagram story and a couple people responded saying that it does kind of look like SARAN. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy though. Because with this Ghoulia, who has Kanekalon, the hair feels very light. It's very poofy, and when I move her around, the hair kind of retains that volume. But when I do that with this doll, it just kind of goes back to the way it was, like, immediately. Yeah, it's not really getting all big the way it does with this one. I don't know, and that's what makes me think that possibly she might have SARAN hair. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy and the color difference between their hair is just throwing me off, but I swear this one's hair looks darker, which tends to be the case when using SARAN. Like, you can't really get the same colors in... No, that's usually with Poly. I don't know, maybe Kanekalon, SARAN... Look, I don't know, this has been frying my brain ever since I first found out about it, so I don't know what to think, I really don't. I could be completely wrong, and, like, this doll could just be Kanekalon, but a higher quality one that's harder to mess up? I have no idea. But, yeah, I don't know, let me know what you guys think. My friend suggested that I do a boil wash test, but if she is just another Kanekalon Ghoulia, I'll admit I'm afraid of, like, messing her hair up or something. He said I could do a strand test, though, so maybe I'll try that. I don't know. If this is a SARAN Ghoulia, that would be pretty cool, but... I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what to think. I just put them back in their respective spots. Yeah, the reason I was thinking about this was because of that Rebecca that I got recently in that bundle. I did actually sell her, so I don't have her anymore, but, you know, my Rebecca over here that I've had since 2013 has SARAN hair. But there is actually some that have Kanekalon. So that is an actual variant with Rebecca. So I was wondering if it was a thing with Ghoulia too, because I've heard of it being a thing. I don't think there's any other characters who have variants like that. Like, I know there's some Draculoras where they randomly would use, oh, like this one down here. There are some Draculora releases where they will randomly use, like, Kanekalon hair, like, mixed with SARAN, and I believe it's usually the pink of her hair, and I think this doll is one of them, but I'm not 100% sure. I just think I've heard that she is before. Yeah. Monster High variants are interesting. Most of them exist for no reason. Another common one is the variant of Haunted Spectra. This is the one that was released in the US, and then there's one with a much prettier face that was only released, like, outside of the States. So, like, if you lived in, like, a European country, or, like, it was showing up in Asia too, maybe South America and Central America, but basically if you lived in the US you could only find the ugly version one, and if you lived anywhere other than the US that got Monster High dolls, you would get a pretty one. So yeah, like, there's just tons of variants for no reason. I did just learn that most of the time when a Ghoulia has SARAN hair, the hair tends to turn a darker color, sometimes a bit greenish. Please don't drop your figure. Good. And this Ghoulia in person, I will say her hair does sort of have a hint of green to it. Maybe not green, but, like, it's definitely, like, a darkish color. I don't know, I've always thought this Ghoulia's hair looked kind of grungy and dirty, and even though I've washed her, like, I don't know, it just never really went away. So who knows, maybe it is possible. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Oh, so they have always done shirts like that. Real quick, I want to tell you guys what the most insane thing I've been thinking of lately is. And I need to grab a doll to talk with. We'll use Melvin. So, I never realized how fucked up her face looks. Okay, so, at Dave & Buster's, they have a thing that's exclusive to them. And it's a Sonic waffle maker. It's a Sonic waffle maker. It's a waffle maker that makes Sonic's face on it. And you can only win it at Dave & Buster's. Now, I want to go get one. But the closest Dave & Buster's to me is, like over an hour away. So I'm trying to plan out a day trip with my friends so we can go out there and win one. Because I promised my wife that I was going to make us delicious Sonic waffles every morning. She's not my wife, my girlfriend, but... You know, like, we call each other, like, wife and stuff. It's, like, it's really cute. It's like what couples do, you know? So, I promised that I was gonna make Sonic waffles for us every morning, so I have to go to the Dave & Buster's and I have to win the Sonic waffle maker. Do any of you guys think that maybe if I go there and if I ask if I can buy it, that they'll sell it to me for like real money? Or do you think I have to win it? Because I'm pretty good at that ball drop game. You know, the one where you drop the balls and like random and you try to like get them in the monster jackpot. That's what it's called, the monster ball drop. I don't like saying ball drop, but that's how you play it. You drop the balls. Okay, back to her shelf for eternity. Actually, let me show you guys the differences between both Michelle dolls' faces because it's bizarre. I don't know why they changed her face so much for this one, but it's not as cute as this one. Like, I don't know. Getting rid of her darker and thicker eyebrows and giving her like these fish eyes. I've never been crazy about it, but I do like this Michelle. She's like weirdly cute. I found her at like Tuesday morning or something. But yeah, I like Michelle. I like her a lot. She's fun. She's so cute. Melvin Mermaid. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. I'll keep you guys updated if I find out whether or not this Ghoulia is SARAN. I might have to just do that like boil wash test thing, but I swear to God, this hair does not feel like Kanekalon to me. I don't know. I have heard that most, like, gold Ghoulia is real, gold elastic Ghoulia is a real thing, and I have no idea how to, determine whether or not you're finding one. I think it's usually the fuller lips. That's the biggest indicator. These, thinner lips usually means you're either getting a reissue or a later batch doll. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for these fuller lips if you care about what color your doll's pussy elastics are. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, hope to see you in my next video. Bye! And I will keep you guys updated on Ghoulia, so just come back for that, I guess.